Hello YouTube, my name is Milk aka Cweamcat and I am live right now on twitch.tv/Cweamcat. Today I'm watching Why Africa Hates McDonald's by Fern. The original video will be linked. Oh! The original video will be linked at the top of the description. Come on by, I am live almost every single day. Yippee! Let's go!
McDonald's is the most successful restaurant on the planet. By a long shot. It's got the highest revenue. It's the most recognizable brand. There are over 40,000 restaurants worldwide.
As it should be,
and the company
goddammit.
plans to expand even more. You can eat fries under the Northern Lights,
It should
cool off
be.
with a McFlurry in the Negev Desert, or grab a Big Mac on Guantanamo Bay. Even just a few
Wait,
steps
actually?
from the Vatican, there's
Wait,
a
you can... Wait, I'm looking at the
or
picture.
grab a Big Mac on Guantanamo.
Oh! There's a McDonald's on Guantanamo Bay? Wait, that's awesome! That's awesome! It knows what the prisoners need.
Bay. Even just a few steps from the Vatican, there's a McDonald's, though some of the cardinals find it perverse. McDonald's is everywhere. Or at least, almost everywhere. What happened to McDonald's in Africa? Why are the Golden M's so rare across a continent that's home to almost 1/5 of the world's population? It's not like American fast food hasn't found its way into Africa. KFC is here, Pizza Hut is here, even Burger King made it. So
Burger
why
King
didn't
Whopper.
McDonald's? This is the story of a company built on rigid standardization, of global ambition colliding with local realities, of politics and corrupt dictator families, of frustrated customers waiting for fries, and the search for the perfect potato.
And I make a video for you guys to see how it looks like.
I never had any idea that McDonald's was not
McDonald's
in
got
Africa.
off to a promising start in Africa. In 1992, it opened its first location in Morocco. By then, the so-called burger wars were basically over. An intense race for market
Burger Wars?
Morocco.
Are we
By
talking
then, the
about actual burgers or are we just talking about like any American war? We could easily be talking about actual burger wars between like fast food companies, or we could just be talking about like, I don't know, the Vietnam War, the burger war.
Called burger wars were basically over. An intense race for market share in the $48 billion burger industry. A war waged mostly in competitive, aggressive advertising campaigns. The key players were McDonald's, Burger King, and Wendy's. But by the time that fight went global, one of the
Wendy's.
three had clearly pulled ahead. During the mid-90s, McDonald's was operating in 100 countries. It claimed to open a restaurant somewhere in the world every 3 hours.
Oh my
Fast food
god!
had become one of the purest symbols of globalization, with McDonald's leading the way. And Africa was the next logical step in the race for global dominance. So the Big M eventually came to Morocco too.
The Big
At
M.
the time, a full meal at McDonald's
That's
cost
me.
about 50 dirham or $6.25. The minimum wage in Morocco was about 75 cents per hour. But people showed up anyway.
Oh
McDonald's was
wow!
something Moroccans only knew from movies. It was exciting to finally get a taste. The location added to it. You could sit just steps away from the beach.
Wait, if
Today, there are many
the daily wage was 75 cents per hour ish, roughly, and then a full McDonald's meal was like $7.25. Hold on, I'm doing the math. That's okay. How many sevens goes into 62? More than 8, because 8 is 56, and then if you add 7 to that, that's 61. So, like 9 hours of work for one McDonald's meal. Oh my god! Oh my god! That's crazy!
more in Morocco. One of them is here in Marrakesh. We asked Ismail to check it out for us.
Hello guys, my name is Ismail. I'm from Morocco, exactly Marrakesh. And today we come here at McDonald's to see how it looks like. McDonald's in Morocco, not just place for
It looks
eating
pretty.
and fast food, but also for spend time with family. Sometimes you find people come here and study in here. Let's go now inside to see how it looks like.
This looks like a nice... Like, look at the seating.
So, how you can see, McDonald's should have the typical design, and she is very, very clean.
Bro, the outdoor
The
seating?
menu also is 100% halal.
McDonald's adapted its menu to Moroccan customs, serving exclusively halal meat and a traditional post-fast menu during Ramadan. McDonald's success is often credited to this exact balance: standardized products adapted to local tastes. a strategy known as glocalization. The chain was also celebrated as a job creator, particularly for young people at a time when youth unemployment was very high. Beyond just the restaurants, McDonald's created jobs across the supply chain. So, after finding success in Morocco, McDonald's branched out to other African countries. In the mid-1990s, South Africa was undergoing a historic transition. Not long before, the apartheid laws had been abolished and the country was starting fresh. McDonald's seized the moment and opened its first restaurant in Johannesburg in 1995.
Johannesburg.
It was the first McDonald's south of the Sahara.
Good city
But
name.
the real breakthrough came in 2011 when McDonald's sold its South African franchise rights to Cyril Ramaphosa, a former businessman and future president of the country.
This
He
guy's
scaled
named
the
after
business significantly.
Oblivion.
By 2025, the country had over 400 McDonald's restaurants. McDonald's also managed to expand to Egypt and Mauritius, but that's it.
What the hell? They built a McDonald's in the ocean.
McDonald's also managed to expand to Egypt and Mauritius.
The mermaids, they wanted a McDonald's. The mermaids needed that Big Mac so bad. The demand was crazy over here.
But that's it. All four are among
The
Africa's
demand
wealthier
was booming.
countries. So it makes sense McDonald's found footing there. But they're hardly the
That's how
only
they got the
places
fish
on the
fillet.
continent with expanding middle classes.
I have something to say. I got McDonald's last night and I ate it and I ordered a fish fillet meal. I'm so sorry. Nobody shoot me. Put the guns down. I ordered a fish fillet meal from McDonald's last night and I ate it. That's all I have to say. Sometimes I crave it. Sometimes I crave a fish. I'm sorry. Sometimes I crave a filet-o-fish. Like once every 3 years. And then I eat it.
populations with disposable income. KFC, a far less wealthy chain than McDonald's, has managed to gain footing in more than 25 African countries.
Wow.
So why is McDonald's in only 4? The answer has 3 components. Number 1, corruption. Back in the
Mocha.
90s, McDonald's tried to enter Tunisia. The company spent 7 years preparing. It did lengthy market research, obtained licenses, established product supply chains, and found a local franchising partner. But
Oh.
eventually, the deal collapsed. It had been blocked by Tunisia's ruling family, the Al Mataris. They wanted the franchise for themselves. They even warned McDonald's, choose the right partner or face the consequences.
Oh my god.
McDonald's refused and decided to back out completely. Years pass, but in 2009,
And now Tunisian
there's another
citizens don't get a
opportunity.
Big Mac.
A
Really,
U.S.
man?
ambassador and his wife have been invited to
Corporate
the home
greed.
of Nesrine Al Materi, daughter of the Tunisian president. Her husband, Sakr Al Materi, is poised to become Tunisia's next ruler. They meet in this impressive beachfront mansion featuring Roman columns, an infinity pool, and a pet tiger called Pasha. They enjoy a lavish banquet, while the country is facing
That's not
bankruptcy and staggering unemployment. The ambassador has struggled to get press coverage for his embassy's humanitarian projects, and the Al Mataris agree to help. After all, their family owns some newspapers. In return, they would happily assist McDonald's in entering Tunisia. Maybe they could start at a new port in La Joulette,
La Joulette.
but it won't come to that. In December 2010, a young street vendor sets himself on fire in an act of protest. In response, people hit the streets, demand change,
God.
and eventually a revolution sweeps across the country. Tunisia's president is ousted from power during the Arab Spring. The Al Matari family flees into exile. Years of political instability follow, and the economy never truly recovers. To this day, McDonald's hasn't opened a single restaurant there.
Damn.
But in many cases, the absence of McDonald's in African countries isn't explained by corruption or political instability. Instead, it comes down to something rather unexpected.
Burger.
2. Crispy on the outside, soft on the inside.
What?
Whether you eat a burger in Germany, Japan, or
Oh.
the US, McDonald's wants their product to be the same experience wherever you order it. This reliability is a core aspect of the brand. That's why McDonald's
True.
relies on strict food safety standards and protocols. These cover everything
they
from
really?
food sourcing, packaging, and distribution, all
If that's true, then how come every time I eat chicken nuggets, I get cartilage orbs and I get tendon strings in my chicken nuggets? I have maybe every like 5 chicken nugget orders, I get orbs, and I get strings. How can you tell me they exercise proper food safety and sourcing? Ah!
The way to how restaurants are run.
They
There are
pick them out
hygiene
and hold
rules
them
in every
just
step
for me?
of production. Ingredients have exact specifications and recipes are standardized down to the finest measurements. And potatoes are at the heart of one of their most important products.
True. I love
This is a
McDonald's
russet
fry.
Burbank. It's McDonald's favorite potato for its fries. The fast food giant also relies on varieties such as Shepherdie, Innovator, and Zorba. These potatoes are
What the fuck?
specifically approved for use and are mainly grown in the
They have
US,
different
Canada,
strains.
and Europe.
Different strains of
McDonald's
potato.
is very specific about how they're to be cultivated. Farmers in the supply chain have to follow strict rules to make sure the quality stays consistent. Because after all, the fries are supposed to taste the same everywhere.
Pause.
They're
Welcome on in, Peggable Free Use Femboy. Welcome on in. We will get a lot of usage out of you if you want that to be done. We can say hello, and that counts as usage, right? Just like saying hello, that's like usage. Yeah, welcome on in. Yay.
standards define desired potato length and thickness.
DM me after stream.
The fries
G-
need to
my
be crispy and
Discord's
golden
Cweamcat.
on the outside and fluffy on the inside. McDonald's tries to source their potatoes locally. In Germany, for example, most potatoes come from German farms with additional supplies from neighboring countries. But in Africa, generally speaking, the exact potato varieties McDonald's prefers are not cultivated at scale. So it might have to ship potatoes over long distances. And
Which
that
causes them
can
to
pose
rot.
a whole series of risks.
Right?
It's
Because
2022
potatoes
in
are
Kenya.
fragile and stupid.
KFC is very popular here. Their potatoes are shipped in from Egypt, but it's COVID and container ships get stuck.
Uh-oh.
And so the chain runs out of fries.
Kentucky Fried Chicken, an American fast food restaurant chain, announced that it's run out of potatoes, fries.
But KFC refuses to use local potatoes to bridge the gap. And that gets people very upset.
According to
Oh.
KFC, these potatoes, these beautiful African potatoes, these beautiful Kenyan potatoes are not considered as potatoes to KFC.
Potatoes are the second most popular staple in Kenya after
Potato
maize.
discrimination.
The country is the fifth largest potato producer in Africa.
I don't get it.
Bruh.
What happened to the potatoes that they are growing in Kenya? They are not good enough for the Kenyan people to eat your.
But the issue isn't really
Wait, yeah, that's crazy. In KFC, the KFC in Kenya runs out of externally bought potatoes, and instead of using the potatoes that there's like millions of in the country to feed the country's people, they're like, oh, sorry, we just are out of potatoes. That's so crazy. Actual potato discrimination. It's not like the people of Kenya don't eat these potatoes at other restaurants, you know? Like if they go to a non-KFC restaurant, they are eating the potatoes all the time. They're fine with the potatoes.
the quality of Kenyan potatoes. Just like McDonald's, KFC relies on a specific potato type that turns crispy on the outside and stays soft on the inside when fried. The
I
potato
see.
grown by most Kenyan farmers is called shengi, and it doesn't meet these strict requirements.
What if they made like a separate menu item like COVID potatoes, COVID fries? Oh, I'm frozen. What if they acknowledge the fact that the potato quality changes from potato to potato, and if people still want fries, they can still have fries, but they just introduce a limited time menu item. Like, I don't know, and then you can make it something. You don't have to name it COVID fries. But I think people would be interested in getting it because it's also limited time, you know? So it's kind of like a win-win. You get to use your local potatoes, keep selling fries, and then also it's like a limited time thing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
A little off topic, but Burger King actually benefited from KFC's misery by running an ad campaign that mocked its rivals' woes.
Oh,
Now,
we have
ripped
enough
misery
fries
by
for
running an ad
everyone.
campaign that
There are some things we can run out of stock, but definitely not fries. Oh my god, owned. Actually owned.
mocked its rivals' woes. Now, we don't know if McDonald's executives
Hi,
are
Kolo,
aware of the
welcome.
Kenya KFC fry
Welcome on
crisis
in.
of 2022, but chances are they studied it
The
closely
fry
and drew their own
crisis.
conclusions. And McDonald's supply chain challenges in Africa go beyond potatoes. They have all to do with the equator. To understand
Oh?
what we mean by that, let's take a look at Nigeria.
Hello, Nigeria.
The country has a population of more than 230 million people and is one of the largest economies on the continent. On paper, it looks exactly like the kind of market a global fast food giant would want to enter. And in fact, Nigeria has KFC, Domino's, and Burger King. But once again, McDonald's is missing.
I'm gonna open a
Likely, because
Nigerian
while it's
VTubing
economically
company.
developed, it's also the ultimate end boss for a reliable cold chain.
What?
A cold chain is basically a temperature-controlled supply chain. Its task is to keep products cool the whole time while they're being stored and transported. And depending on the ingredient, the cold chain has to remain uninterrupted to guarantee McDonald's quality and food safety standards. Products like meat have to
I
stay within
see.
strict temperature ranges the entire
But they'll
time.
get too hot if
To
they're
make
by
that
the
possible,
equator.
temperatures inside trucks and storage facilities are continuously monitored, and logistics teams receive real-time updates if something goes wrong. But in
Wow, it's
Nigeria,
just like a
everything
nuclear
can
power
go wrong
plant.
all the time. In the
These
major city
burger
Lagos, power
factories.
cuts are frequent. At the same time, the average temperature is around 34 degrees Celsius. So when power goes out, frozen burger patties thaw within just a few hours.
Oh,
that can
no.
quickly become a health risk.
Yeah, no, that's...
Nigeria is also enormous,
Gotta throw
nearly
them all
twice the
away.
size of Spain. Transporting products can involve crossing all kinds of terrain. Rivers, dense forests, and sometimes even savannas. Droughts and floods make transport even more difficult. Many roads are in poor condition and full of potholes. All of this makes it incredibly hard to stay within certain transportation timeframes and guarantee ingredients stay cold.
Aw.
Still, it's likely just a matter of time before McDonald's overcomes these hurdles and conquers Nigeria. The country has already transformed rapidly.
McDonald's conquered Nigeria? What do you mean? I'm so
In
scared.
recent years, its growth potential is enormous.
Nigeria,
and
watch
the big
out.
M shan't miss out.
Big Burger is
But
coming.
for now, instead of chasing the big gold, as one executive put it, McDonald's may target smaller countries first, where supply chains are more easily secured. But, you
Burger.
might wonder, if the whole supply chain is so difficult, Africa being this whole final fast food frontier, etc., why did KFC manage to establish itself all across Africa then? Excellent question.
Wait, true.
3. Crispy chicken. First, KFC has
Everybody
adapted
loves
its menu in
chicken.
African countries to local tastes. For example, KFC Ghana serves jollof rice, a popular West African rice dish cooked in a tomato sauce.
Oh.
But likely the reason for KFC's success is mostly the focus on chicken. In 2024, chicken was the most consumed meat in Africa. Compared to beef, it's cheaper and more accessible. Chicken
True.
also has shorter production cycles, higher feed efficiency, and lower overall production costs. KFC benefits from all that.
Chicken is a lot
And in
easier than
Africa,
beef.
the
That's true.
overwhelming majority of its chicken is locally sourced. That means shorter supply lines, fewer imports, and less costs. McDonald's is aware of these advantages. As beef
Why was
prices
that burger
less
coming?
costs. McDonald's is aware of
This
these
bur-
advantages.
This bird just
Lines,
came all
fewer
over
imports,
us.
and less
For
costs.
why?
McDonald's is aware of these advantages. As beef prices rise in the US, for example, the chain is increasingly moving toward chicken-based options as well. But we were unable to find out to which degree a chicken-heavy menu might be part of McDonald's expansion plans into more African countries. It would make sense. We've established that McDonald's is historically brilliant at globalization. And perhaps
I
it's
like
that
chicken. I wouldn't be
globalization
mad
that
if
makes
it
McDonald's feel so inevitable. It's not for nothing that its hero item is used as a type of economic index. And this inevitability ties into this vague feeling that as places grow richer, they converge towards the same set of brands and aesthetics, just slightly tweaked to local taste. Like, of course, there's a McDonald's in Venice, just as there will be matcha lattes and mayonnaise-leaning sushi. For now, it feels like much of Africa is proof that even one of the world's most powerful brands can't just expand everywhere. But for how long? Because one thing is clear. McDonald's will keep trying.
Why does this
And
feel like
as Hemingway
Oppenheimer?
put it, change happens slowly, and then all at once.
Whoa. Chills. This ending part felt like Oppenheimer. It felt like the...
Mayonnaise-leaning sushi.
when he's figuring out how to
For
solve
now,
a bomb.
It feels like much of Africa is proof that even
Like,
one of
listen
the
to the
world's
music.
most powerful brands can't just expand everywhere. But for how long? Because one thing is clear. McDonald's will keep trying. And as Hemingway put
I
it,
have become
change
death,
happens slowly, and then all at once.
destroyer of burger.
Like it or not.
Wow. Hemingway spoke some real quotes about burger.